Jonathon Addington, JONATHONADDINGTON. Well, the Jacksonville Veg Fest is a large festival that is held quarterly now in Riverside Park in historic Five Points, Jacksonville. It is basically a group of vendors that come together and serve vegan food, sell vegan wares, and we've got bands and various other fun activities for everybody. Well, it stemmed from the Northeast Florida Veg Fest, which was held here on a yearly basis. And one year it was just canceled, and so we kind of picked up the ball and started running with it. So there's a group of people that all come together, and we all help out in little ways, that kind of thing. I mean, I set up a lot of the administrative duties, but beyond that, like, we've got a lot of people that show up on the actual day of the event and do yoga, do entertainment, the stage, that kind of thing, emceeing. So yeah, there's a small group of us that all kind of participate. It can get hectic. Well, not necessarily like 3 months out from it, but the week of the event it starts getting a little bit more hairy, and from there it's just really important to be organized and keep that kind of calm head. I think it saves the world. Basically, a vegan diet is already proven to have a better effect on climate change and the climate crisis that we're already seeing some effects from. So it's a more sustainable model for future generations, and hoping to make the world a little bit better of a place, and plus less suffering. Zen Butcher is one of the bigger vendors that we have and have had since the very beginning. They're a great vegan butcher shop that does plant-based meats. They serve regularly on a weekly basis over at Riverside Arts Market. That's also on Saturdays from 10 o'clock until 3 o'clock over underneath the bridge, just right over here. Murray Hillbilly actually had their first pop-up here when they were a truck a couple years back, and since then they've become a brick and mortar, so it's kind of exciting seeing these places start here and then just explode. A giant party that's vegan. I think that having 4,000 people in this park at any given time and bringing the community together in a way that is feasible for the future and plant-based, and everybody's smiling and having a great time is a great incentive, you know. We're learning that. This year was the first year that we attempted to go quarterly, and we did it 3 times. Northeast Florida Veg Fest has since said that they didn't want to do it in March, so now we're doing it in March as well. So I guess we'll find out next year, but it's really easy with the city helping us with such a grassroots local campaign. Huge. Reducing our carbon footprint, whether it's composting, recycling, doing as much as we can to lessen our waste, it's massive, especially for places like the Pacific Ocean, where we've got these giant barges of plastic just everywhere out in the ocean, just floating, hurting wildlife. It's really important that we slow down a little bit, because it's been normalized to have so much stuff that we just forget, hey, this stuff does have consequences after we're long gone. And beyond that, you can sign up to volunteer at Sign Up Genius. We usually have a link for that as soon as 3 months out. You can also check out jacksvegfest.weebly.com, and that's our main website, as well as our Facebook page and our Facebook event pages, which usually we have the event page up the very next day.